Hi, I'm Rebekah.
I'm Michelle,
and this is our story time.
So basically, our first story is about how I got a cramp in my leg.
Interesting.
Sounds very interesting,
Yes.
doesn't it? So basically, I was sleeping over at my friend Teague's house, and there was this mattress, and I was like standing up, and like Teague and Dara were on their phones, and they were just being antisocial on their phones, and I was just being funny, my usual funny stuff. Yeah, I got a cramp in my leg, and then my leg kind of went backwards, and I was just like, ooh, 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 and I just like face planted down, and they laughed so hard because they thought I like did it on purpose, but I didn't.
Oh yeah, I did tell them about that one, didn't you? Yeah, that just sounds. I hate cramps. Okay, so my story. Okay, my story is about a bat. So when me and my brother were home alone, and then all of a sudden we heard this kind of sound downstairs, and we were like, "Is there just chewing up a shoe or something?"
Time.
Yes.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
And we hear it, and I'm like, "Josh, do you hear that?" And Bob's upstairs. We're like, "Oh, he's not doing anything."
The
So
dog.
the dog was upstairs. No, I'm talking to my brother.
Oh, okay.
And Bob was upstairs, and then we go like, "What's going on?" And then because we have curtains by the sides of our doors, and we go downstairs, and we hear this like really weird noise. We see Basil just lying down, looking like just dead at that corner.
He's just like,
yeah. He was like, I'm waiting for you. And we pull back the curtain. This black thing erupts from the corner, and we're like, whoa! And we're just
rephrase that sentence.
Oh, the bat like flies out, and we kind of look, and we're like, whoa, whoa, whoa,
You're like,
and I
what's going
literally scream. Oh wait, no, hold on.
I just got to the wrong part.
It was a frog. It wasn't a bat. It was a frog.
That is just. Whew.
So I was incorrect. It was a frog.
How did you think? Wait, you saw a black frog?
No, it was a green frog. Do I need to? No, okay, right. I'll just carry on. Okay, so it was a frog. It didn't fly out. Okay, I'm not making this up. I just thought it flied out. Okay, so it was a frog. My cat was looking at the frog.
With wings?
Oh, yeah, frog with wings. Ball gives you wings. And it was a frog. So the frog kind of flew out in a way. He kind of jumped out, and I literally...
Rabbit.
I have like...
Rabbit.
Yeah, like that kind of. If you could hear them speak, yeah. But it was kind of... I've seen those videos where frogs scream, and it was kind of making that noise, when they go... like that. I hate that sound. And I've got like I videoed it with my brother, but we had this video of us like looking at the frog, zooming in, and my cat just runs past it, just like doesn't care, because obviously he caught it, and then it just moves, and it's just a video of me and my brother just going ah, and then screaming, because it was like, to us it was like this like dangerous creature that was gonna kill us or something. So we're just looking at it. I know, but I don't like frogs, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, I don't want it to move, and then we're looking, and he just slowly moves at the side of the hallway and sits by the back door. And Bolt looks at it, and he's like, you know what, I'm just going to walk past. I don't care. And he just walks past and goes to a thing. The frog moves.
You are irrelevant, frog.
Yeah. And the frog moves, and it's like, how my animals do that? I can't even look at it in the eye. And then all of a sudden, we just open the door, like, kind of like edge towards it. And then we kind of just like get a broom and just shovel it out. And then I don't know what happened to it after that, but I hate frogs because they're just like so jumpy and just stuff.
Yeah,
that's my story. Okay.
I was like, oh my gosh, where have you seen bats? And then it turns out it wasn't a bat, it was a frog.
I'm not lying or anything, but it just skipped my mind. It kind of the same animal, aren't they? Yeah, but it was. I've got a video of it. It's great.
Okay. I don't. What was the other one? Shop.
We have titles.
So basically, when me and my friends, we went out to that shop on the hill. You know the shop.
Sure.
Do you know what shop I'm talking about?
Nope.
The hill. There's that corner shop.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shop.
Yeah, I got you.
So basically, because we were going to the park, I think it was Charlie's birthday.
Yes, I know what you're talking about now. Definitely.
And then I went into the shop with like a few of my other friends. And then I went to buy a drink, and then I was a bit creeped out by the dude behind the cash, but, and then when I went to pay, he was like, Wait, no, he wasn't like that yet. I gave him the money. And then when he gave me the change back, he like put his hand like that, and he was like, "There you go, honey."
Oh.
And I was just like, "What?"
Oh no.
What? And then I just wanted to get out of the shop. Tegan paid for whatever she bought, and then she was about to open the door, and I was like, "Come on, Tegan, open the door, open the door."
Go.
And then I was just behind her, and then it was a pull door, but she pushed it. So when she pushed it, I was like, my heart literally went
Oh no.
out
Amazing
of my
sound
body.
again.
It was out. I was like, every worst possible thought was going
Run.
through my head. I was like, he was going to kill us. I knew it. I should have gone to the shop. No. And then when she pulled the door and it opened, like the relief in me. Even though she was meant to
Do you
go
think
out
it was like
first,
locked or something?
Yeah, I thought it was
Oh,
locked.
yeah.
She was meant to go out first, but I was like, I'll go down first. And then I was just like,
All for
excuse me,
himself.
Tegan. This is a free for all.
Yeah.
And then when I was outside and like looking in, stood with my friends, I could see him staring at me, and I was like, "Mummy."
Okay, so my last story, because I don't have many.
Hurdles. That's not
Hurdles, my
hurdles,
enemy.
not hurdles.
Hurdles.
Hurdle.
So, so in high school I've left, but I talked about in previous video about hurdles. So in primary school, I absolutely love them, but bearing in mind they were like this small, and like you could just deep over them.
You need to go. Boop, boop, boop.
And so I was like, you know what? First, or was it second year? I think it was second year because I hate PE. I just don't like it. And in my second year, I was like, you know what? I'll try hurdles. I want to contribute to this school. It was a bad idea. And I just go and I speak to like one of the head. I don't know if she was the head, Mrs. Thingamajiggy.
Who did you speak to?
The brown-haired one. But anyway, she's kind of like the handle of all the top sets, you know, top sets.
Yeah,
Her. We won't say her name just in case. But I hate her. And she just goes, I go up to her and I'm like, so, I'm very, like, really sweet towards her because I've spoken to her, like, twice. I go up to her and I'm like, Bing. And I go up to her, it's my mum responding, I go up to her and I'm like, can I please try out the hurdles because I want to try to do it this year. And she's like, no, this is only for the top sets. They only get to practice. I'm like, excuse me?
What?
And she's like, yeah, only top sets are allowed to practice, so you'll have to wing it and see what happens. So, of no fault of my own, I went home very angry and I was like, Mum, she wouldn't let me go. She wouldn't let me practice. And then the day came, it was like a week later, and I go to the hurdles and I'm terrified, absolutely terrified because I haven't practiced. And then they bring out these hurdles and they're like half my size and I cannot jump. So I was like, you know what, I can do this. I won't cause much harm. Famous last words. And I just go up and I'm like,
irony.
I got this. So I go, they're a little bit shorter and I think they get higher as you go across. And I'm jumping, I got this, I'm literally cramping my leg. And then all of a sudden, someone distracts me. I think it was someone distracts me or I was just distracting myself.
Yeah.
Straight through. Ow. I just go straight through it and I fall to the ground. And apparently, in my head, it was like, you know, in those movies where it's just like static in your head and you can't hear anyone.
Yeah.
And I'm just on the floor. And then someone's looking at me and they're going, like the people standing on the side, they're like, what? And then I'm just like, help me. And no one's helping me. Apparently, according to my friends, everyone was laughing at me, which is amazing. Thanks. But they picked me up by my arms and they just sat me in a tent for 20 minutes with like an ice pack. I'm like, I think I've got a broken wrist and you're holding me with an ice pack.
They pulled you up by your arm.
They pulled
when your wrist was broken.
That's
what is wrong with them?
They pulled me up and holding me and taking me there. And I was like, not crying. I was like, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. I've got this. I'm a high school student. I'm not going to cry. And they just sat there, put an ice pack on me while someone else who had like a bruise was getting all this kind of treatment. I was like, I think I have a broken wrist. And she's like, well, we won't call the ambulance.
For a broken bone.
We'll call your parents. Because they were like, oh, it's probably not broken. You've probably just got
because your parents are going to know. They're going to be like, oh, broken wrist. I know what to do.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you just sprained it. And I go out. My mum picks me up. And as soon as I leave that front of the reception, burst into tears. And my mum were like, whoa, what's wrong? And I'm like, I think I've broken my wrist. And she's like, well, does it hurt here? And I'm like, it hurts everywhere.
Yeah.
And then they take me to the hospital. And one of these bones in here, I can't remember what it's called, but it was kind of the growing bone. So I broke the growing bone, so my stuff wouldn't be able to grow anymore in my kind of arm, so stuff wouldn't be able to go through. And they're like, oh, how did you like get any treatment for this or anything? Like, no. And she said, well, they should have done something to it to keep it like stable.
The treatment you got was an ice pack.
An ice pack.
Ice pack.
And then I went for like an X-ray, and it turns out it was properly like loads of like broken bits, and I had to go to surgery for it.
And
all they did was an ice pack.
Grabbed you up
Imagine
by your
if
arms,
put
you in a tent and gave you an ice pack for a broken bone.
Imagine if my mum and my dad couldn't
school.
come. Imagine if they tried to get me to carry on with my work. I would have had a broken wrist and I would have been in pain.
You would have sued them.
Yeah, I would have. I should have. And it was just so horrible that they didn't do anything about it. They gave me an ice pack. That was it. And I had a broken bone in my wrist. I literally, the worst feeling is a broken bone. You have no idea because I haven't broken a bone. But you have no idea the pain. And obviously till the last couple of days before I broke up to get my stuff come off, they were like, oh yeah, you can use the automatic doors for this whole time for like month or two where I had my splint. I had to use the left door. I had to open it with my other hand and try and push myself through it.
When you get it off.
And
like,
automatic doors.
You can use it.
And I'm like 2 days before I can get off, he's like, oh, because I was like by myself, because I was obviously had like early to go through. And they were like, oh yeah, did you know you can use a side door? I'm like, oh, I didn't know because people have been telling me off. And he was like, oh, well, you should have been able to. I'm like, great. Amazing.
Well done.
Story.
Top quality school.
Yeah.
That's just, oh, jeez. Okay. Right, our last story, which hopefully we'll be able to get it done in 15 minutes. We have 4 minutes.
I think we do, actually.
I think we'll be good. Is, once upon a time, I had a dog named Power.
Oh.
For a dog, but, and then I had Max, my cat, so it was Max Power.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And then we had like the sticker on their things. I had him for a night and 2 days.
Oh. Oh no, I don't know. I don't think I like where this is going.
They were like, I have pictures of them. They're like fighting, but they actually loved each other. I have pictures of them sleeping together, which is interesting to see dog and cat together.
Yeah.
But it was just, Max came so like, he was ready.
Yeah.
He was so trained. He was already ready, and he was only 6 weeks old. He was just ready for life. And we didn't have time to train a dog, so we were like, this other lady wanted the same dog, but we had got the dog. She was like, oh, is this dog still for like sale? And the lady was like, no, it's gone. So we were like, actually, do you want the dog? And then it was interesting because she must have thought, there's something wrong with the dog. Why he like, but it was like an instant connection when she saw the dog. Like it ran up to her and like licked her face and stuff. I don't like dogs licking my face. I'm not really a dog person, but it was really cute. Like they really liked each other, so it was really good.
Yeah.
I think that wraps it up.
Yeah,
for
that's all our stories. Yeah.
Story time.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you for watching.
Hit that like button and subscribe.
And comment. Okay. Bye.